Hello, everybody, and welcome back to the Still Talking Podcast. I'm your host, Nathan Smith. Thank you for tuning in with us today. Today we have a special guest with us, Cody Beck, local hometown MMA fighter, and Max, my co-host.
Thank you for that. That was nice.
Yeah, exhilarating. He's really special.
Way to build me up.
Yeah, shout out to Brenner. He's at home
being sick.
Yeah. What the fuck that's about? 1 sec. Make sure we're all right. So I guess first things first. You're from Hot Springs, right?
Yes, sir. Well, I wouldn't say born and raised, but I've been here for the most 10 years. So, yes, sir.
10 years.
Went to Lake Hamilton.
Tell me a little bit about your childhood. Like, where'd you grow up? Like, single parent household? Just like, what was your living situation?
I grew up with my mom out in Minot, actually. So out in the sticks and country. Living my grandpa raised me, so I was like really awful with them for a long time. To my grandpa, I remember growing up with him out in the country. He put up tires on trees and everything for me, and he'd be like, all right, but like when I was little, football's life, you know what I'm saying?
Oh yeah.
He'd hang up tires, put up tires everywhere, obstacle courses. I'd be running through them every day. He'd hit me, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, him out there and hit me with noodles and stuff. But man, when I told him I was gonna start pursuing fighting, like young age, I remember he threw me in boxing 6 or 7. And ever since then, man, it's been on cracking.
I'm a huge MMA fan, but the art of boxing has always kind of fascinated me. Like, you have to be a master. Like, it's bob and weave, man.
It really is. It's a chess game too.
Yeah.
Exactly.
MMA is like in your face. It's fast action. You got to think on your feet. It's a wild man's game.
Yeah,
for sure.
You don't really have to know a whole lot.
Yeah. We covered. You went to Lake Hamilton. What all sports did you play?
Man, growing up, when I was younger, I played baseball, football, basketball, all that. When I got in like junior high school, it was strictly football. You know, I truly thought I could go to the NFL. All this.
Oh, you were a big star.
I was. Actually, I was getting recruited by the Army and Henderson State in high school. I just was too scared of the Army. But just strictly football in high school. I actually went to Arkansas Baptist in Little Rock after I transferred from Henderson, and soon after that is when I picked up like actually full-time training.
Okay. So I guess that's the next one. What exactly, like, when did you find MMA? When did you find?
Man, I really started finding MMA probably 3.5 years ago. Right after college, I was actually boxing where Jermaine Taylor started boxing at ABC up in Little Rock.
Jermaine Taylor.
There's a coach up there named Coach Norman, man. He's a really cool guy. He took me in and just started training me when I was going to school up there. I was actually wrestling for Arkansas Baptist on the junior wrestling team. And that's where I met Louis Pena, Palm Bob Ross. We were actually college roommates, dude. So,
no way.
That's dope.
That covers really another question that I had. So, like, that's your fighting background. You're like you have a wrestling background?
Man, here's the thing, like, so, I didn't have, Lake Hamilton didn't have wrestling for the past 3 years, so.
After, they have one now?
They do have one now,
okay.
So,
I know all the schools do now.
Yeah, most of them do here, so. Man, I grew up boxing, I got in college, I started wrestling. It was my first time ever. Always been a big, strong guy. Nowadays, I work so hard on the ground in wrestling, I feel like a true born wrestler.
Your nickname was Bear in high school.
Yes, I know, yeah.
Your nickname was Bear. You were huge. You were like as big as you are now. You were like this tall, but you were like.
I was massive.
I don't even know. You were like, like I said, you legit looked like you were just like a huge, burly, you're a huge guy.
I weighed like 312 pounds, my heaviest I got.
Yeah, you weren't like fat. You were like,
dude,
you looked like Lou Ferrigno. You were like big.
Heck yeah.
Your first fight was in Oklahoma, right? Oklahoma City?
It was, dude. And that's, dude, it was actually that, speak on that a little bit. I went with no coaches. I hardly went with any training.
Oh, wow.
I was training, off and on with my buddy Thomas Gifford, a gym here in town called Spall City Martial Arts. I didn't know if I wanted to pursue fighting. So to myself, I told myself, you know what? I'm gonna take a fight by myself. I don't want to embarrass nobody. I want to see if this is for me. And I lost by 1 point. I dropped this dude so many times, and like, as soon as the fight was over, man, I learned so much about myself. But like, going in with no game plan, going in with no coaches,
don't know what to expect.
I didn't know what to expect, dude.
I mean, it's like I said, there's a lot of people I know that it's easy to talk shit and be like, oh, I'm finna get in here and I got all this training, but. Like, bro, once they lock you in that cage with somebody else, and no one's leaving until someone's a fucking winner. You know what I mean? It's a
fight, man. Dude, I remember feeling 100% confident, and like I really shouldn't have, because I didn't put the full time into training like I do now.
Yeah.
I was going confident, and I didn't really get nervous until I walked up to that cage, and I was like, okay. I was like, I'm about to, me and this dude about to scrap. I was like, man. So.
It's like me with the wing challenge. I had no fear. And that first wing, man, took me down. That like I said, I remember that vaguely. That was right around the time the McGregor Mayweather fight, right?
Oh,
that
yeah.
was kind of around that time.
Around that time period, yes, sir.
I think I was seeing it. I think I saw it the night of. I think that's the night that I found out about it. I was in Piercy.
I went live stream and stuff like that.
Maybe that's what it was.
Yeah.
Vinny Perlberg, I think, was watching it. I think that's how I saw that. I think I was in Piercy with Vinny Perlberg.
I had more views than I expected it on that crap. It's like 6K people tuned in to watch that.
Oh, wow.
I was blown away. I was like, man, I wish I would have done better. But
yeah, that's the one thing that I didn't write down that I totally forgot about. Didn't you go like viral in high school? Cause like,
man,
you got like Facebook famous and like your shit exploded.
Dude,
I remember seeing you post pictures of you had like 900 text messages and like 800 Facebook, friend requests. It was insane.
It was crazy. Dude. I was friends with Brandon Roach back in the day.
Yeah.
And that's back on Instagram, and like shout out for shout out was super popular.
Yeah.
Dude, I ended up building up like 870,000 followers on Instagram.
God.
And ended up getting hacked. Me and him had a short like friendship over some stupid stuff over Instagram. And man, I actually made a Snapchat. It built up like 10K, and that's where I kind of keep my fan base going still. You know what I'm saying?
Man.
Oh, yeah.
That's
But
crazy.
for a while though, like on the social media, dude, I was getting up there, especially with the Vine. Dude. I was on Vine for a long time.
Oh, really? You were an original Vine?
Oh yeah,
oh,
dude,
man.
it was fun. I was so devastated when they like.
Yeah, man.
Because
I never understood.
How do you feel about
Why?
TikTok?
Dude, I like TikTok. I'm trying to get into it and like learn how to edit.
Hell yeah.
I was sad because I was in trouble when Vine got kicked off. So like I couldn't be like telling anyone, hey, I'm going here. This.
Oh,
and that.
man.
So you just came back and
I came back and it was like boom, over with.
That's like when who was it? Boom Gang when they yanked his fucking Instagram, he was at like 8 million, bro. He was like, they were like, what are you gonna do? And he was like, I got like, he had I think 900,000, and it was like. No, 8 million, bro. His name's John Gabbana now. He's a rapper. Okay. Yeah, shout out. Boom Gang.
Shout out Boom Gang.
He's not stealing. Yeah, they ran up in his crib and he had like automatic weapons and like pounds of drugs and illegal like.
Yeah, I seen this thing and it was a video of him going up to like a lot of different places where he stole from and shit and going back and like giving them money and apologizing.
Yeah.
I seen something like that.
Yeah, he wasn't gonna go big.
Publicity.
Hey man.
Yeah, for sure.
He's still the same trash ass motherfucker. Like he's not. Like if you watch his interviews, you can tell he's just putting on. He's not actually trying to do better. Yeah. He just he lost all his money and he's in trouble with the law. And he's like, oh shit, I gotta crank it up. Anyway, moving on. Just kind of got sidetracked by social media fame. We are fucking trying now. We already covered what's the. What is your training like? And like, what are you doing to get ready for PF4?
Man, so I really set myself aside. I got some tough teammates like Chauncey Foxworth, Donovan Beer, all them guys. Like
he looks like a fucking tank.
Dude, they're animals. They call Chauncey a machine for a reason.
Yeah.
I always tell people, man, you got to do extra. You can't just go to the gym and be like, okay, that's it for the day. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Like, I'll just kind of give you a quick rundown of my day. I wake up most mornings. I try to get up at 5:30. I'll do this thing I got called Fight Camp, and it's like a boxing program with workouts in between. You learn combinations the whole time. You got a TV, someone going with you the whole time, so it's high-paced stuff. I try to start my day off punching things.
Right.
I go to work, I work 8 to 3 downtown. Yeah. If I don't have a ride, I run there. I live a mile away from my job. So pretty convenient, honestly, staying in shape. But
downtown is a fucking awesome place.
Yeah, it's
I love
beautiful
living
place to run too.
It's awesome. And dude, at work I got a whole setup. I got ab rollers, I got an ab crunching machine, I got all kinds of resistance bands. I'm just back there all the time shadow boxing. I'm working on my footwork.
Yeah. And to your training, I do see you training a lot on Facebook. Like a lot of your stories will be like 10 stories long.
And see, I don't even post like how much I train on Facebook because my opponent, he's friends with me on there, so I kind of don't post no videos or anything like that.
Yeah.
Shout out to him. He's gonna come in and do. And that was one of the things I was gonna talk about. Man, it's crazy because you're both such nice guys. You know, it's gonna be a crazy fight.
Is that hard doing? Like getting actually, I bet that would be the hardest thing for me is getting into a ring and fighting somebody that I don't have any kind of problem with.
Man,
and like
I put it this way, dude. My first fight, I was so nice, dude. Like
Mhm.
I'm a big dude. I'm a nice dude at the same time.
Yeah.
My first fight, I dropped this dude so many times, and I just was like, man, I feel bad.
Yeah.
So I let him back up, you know.
Yeah.
And now it's a different mindset because I want to be professional.
And now you're like,
Mhm.
shit, I should have
You know what I'm
rushed
saying?
it.
So like now, like
Yeah.
when I get my dude hurt, it's no offense to them. It's all due respect. It's all part of the sport. They're getting finished.
Yeah, and I'm
Yeah,
and
yeah.
honestly, you know, if I was fighting you, I'd want the same thing because it almost like I wouldn't want pity from you.
Yeah.
I
Actually,
want the respect for you if you see me
exactly.
hurt to finish the fight.
And that's been the thing I've always seen, like Dana White or any promoters. Who's the other one? He used to be a UFC fighter. Dana White hates him. Anyway, and they're always pushing. You know what I mean? They want guys who finish. You know what I
Yeah,
mean?
for sure.
Whether or not it's submission or they want to finish. The judging system is so screwed up. You
It
know what I
can be
mean?
for sure.
There's
Yeah.
not always. You know what I mean? But there's not like a lot of the times it's people who don't know what they're judging stuff that they don't understand.
Oh yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, how can you judge a fight? Like, you know what I mean? And like, the point system doesn't make sense to me.
Yeah.
I've seen 10-9s that are like, this dude got the shit beat out of
Yeah,
him
it's
for the whole
ridiculous.
round, and then you see 10-9s where I'm like, I don't know who won that fight. You know what I mean? It's
I think when it all comes down to it, man, it's all business, all money.
yeah.
Most fights, you know, amateur's different, but still, like there's some people like you said shouldn't just be judging a fight. They should
Yeah.
go fight
I
themselves.
saw a 10-9 when the guy that lost, I was like, dude had his back and was beating the shit out of him. I was like, you can't tell me that jab the other dude landed counted for more points than you. Like, when you have someone's back, a lot of people don't understand, like, that's a dangerous ass position.
And that's control too.
Like, that's what I'm saying. If you give your back away to somebody, like in an MMA fight, there's no way you win 10-9.
That's the number one
you know what I mean?
no-no right there.
If someone gets on your back, you can't win the round 10-9. I've never understood.
Right.
To me, that doesn't seem, the point system's so crazy. So finishing a fight's kind of a big deal nowadays. You know what I
Big
mean?
deal.
You want,
Mhm.
and plus,
Leave no opportunity, man.
but yeah, Alex is actually an artist. I had no idea. He
Is he?
actually, he made us a piece of artwork. I'll show you after. I'm not going to show everyone on the podcast because I'm going to reveal it. But it's really, really cool. I had no idea.
Yeah, it is.
I had no
neat.
idea.
Yeah, I don't know much about him, man. You know what I'm saying? We're friends on Facebook. You know, I don't creep on the dude. You know,
Yeah.
if I'm being honest, each fighter, if they get their social media links, they're gonna look a little bit. But
Yeah.
you know, I know he's a good family man, and
There's
what
nothing wrong with knowing about what you're going
For
up
sure,
against.
yeah.
You know?
I tell my homeboys, I was like, man, like.
Would you rather know your friends or your enemies? You know what I
For
mean?
sure, both at the same time.
Yeah.
You know?
Mhm.
I mean, he doesn't have to be your enemy, but you know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's going in, it's a war, man. You
It's
know?
a
No, I
war.
mean, he is the enemy until it's.
One of you guys
until
has
he's
to
not.
win. There ain't no
Absolutely.
draws, man.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
absolutely.
That's how you gotta look at it.
My question, because like I said, I'm a comedian, so I do stand-up shows, but like, what's the energy like at a fight? Like, what is it like, man, when you're like in the zone? Like, my thing is like when I see, Adesanya is the only person I've ever seen that looks like they don't really have
Bro,
any kind of emotional effect on a walkout. He like doesn't
He's
give a
so
shit.
confident,
But
yeah.
like when everybody else walks out, like they just have this aura, this energy that's
For
like a
sure.
whole nother level. And I'm like, I can't even imagine what that's like.
Dude, it's crazy, man. Like, you know, I boxed growing up, totally different feeling than stepping inside of a cage. And that's one thing about that, what you're just saying, you got to be confident. And them high level fighters, man, they go in a flow state. And they train so much, and they're in some situations so much, it's like, you know, do something. I'm ready for it.
Yeah.
They don't think, it's all natural reactions.
Mhm.
That's something I've actually, dude, I watched this video. It's called Mind Mash. He's an awesome dude. He breaks down MMA videos on
Okay.
YouTube, Mind Mash.
Mind match. I
And,
have to check that out.
He has a video called Flow State, man. I was been watching that probably every other day for this fight camp. And dude, I take that into my training, and I just don't think, man. I'm like, okay, I'm gonna react. Just try to
That's
react
interesting
everything.
because I do stuff like that. Like I watch other people's podcasts. Like it's crazy. I was watching other people's podcasts, and like a lot of the like up and coming pilots and stuff like that. They're not doing stuff that like I'm copying shit that Vlad TV and Adam 22 and No Jumper are doing.
Yeah.
Like not like I'm not copying their style or like their bits.
Mhm.
I'm copying like their marketing schemes, like the way that they do their social media and the way they do it. Like I'm copying everything they do. I'm like I don't understand because what they're doing is working. So and it's crazy because it has worked. So it's like you can use other people's success to learn from your own. It's like that's crazy. That's cool that you do that. You know what I mean? That you can like, use outside sources like this.
Absolutely.
I just wanted to talk about how I just thought it was really cool about. I talked about it before. Arkansas has had this like cap on it for years, where like everything it seems like we just couldn't get past this like regional kind of thing, you know what I mean? And there's so much talent coming up out of Arkansas. I feel like recently we've been kind of like busting the door open, and whether or not people want to admit it, like Matty Moolah getting signed to Bushwick, they're doing shit around the country. When they send artists through Arkansas, like I said, anybody can say what they want. When they send artists through Arkansas, they're gonna let them come sit down with me, and like Noah Drake Millen's gonna come down. That kid has got the craziest flow. Have you ever, you know what I'm talking about?
I wouldn't want to say for sure.
Yeah. If you go to Maddie's always tagged in Bushwick Productions, and on their Instagram, dude, this guy Noah Drake Millen has the craziest flow. And he's insane.
Yeah, a lot of upcoming artists.
He had a video of him like just like riding down the highway, just freestyling, and this shit blew me away. I immediately inboxed him. I was like, "Hey, my guy, what's cracking?" I was like,
and they're opening shows for like top name.
Yeah, Matt did a show with NLE Choppa. You know what I mean? Like
he opened from 03 at House of Blues.
Yeah, he was texting him 03. He was like, "Next time I come back off tour, we could probably get Mo 3 in here." I was like, "Dude, I would die." Mo 3 came.
That's funny. That's crazy, dude.
Yeah, man. I'm saying so like, and he's doing big things. And Thug Nasty, he just signed UFC. You know what I mean?
That's two in the UFC.
Dude, actually, to touch up on that about Rising Arkansas Stars, you got 3 UFC fighters out of Arkansas.
Oh, really? I didn't know about that.
The Contender Series you said you're interested in. Downtown, TJ Brown. He trains at a Little Rock Westside MMA.
No way.
And he's making his debut. I want to say the 26th or 28th of February.
That sounds familiar. Is that the same gym that Solo Hatley?
He trains. He trains with Rock City MMA.
Rock City, Arkadelphia.
Them guys really all kind of come together.
Yeah.
You got Luis Pena. He's moved out of Arkansas.
Mm-hmm.
He's from here.
Yeah,
he's from Little Rock. Violent Bob Ross, the dude.
The BBR.
And Bryce Mitchell. And dude, to touch up on the event coming up next weekend, look out for Ashton Kirby, dude. He signed with First Round Management.
Okay.
The Gamebred fighter. He signed with First Round Management. So this kid's, I wouldn't say, I don't know his exact age. I think he's 19, 18 years old. Yeah. Top prospect in the nation, bro, amateur. He's he's on the verge of making his debut. He's a 3-time champion. He fights for a title this next Saturday here in town. So that's gonna be dope.
I love seeing people make it, man.
For sure.
It makes me happy.
I'm saying that, like, I feel like everyone's just like here recently. Like it's been kind of. The cap seems to be kind of coming back. The cap seems to be off, and we seem to be kind of tagging off, man. So I'm hoping. That's what I was saying. Like shout out to Bam. Like I'm trying to collab with Bam and do some stuff. Me and Bam. I've already said it. I don't even care anymore. I'll just announce it. We're trying to collab and build a dream studio. Like me and this guy we got building plans, and I got a buddy that's been on the podcast. Shout out Austin Sly. He owns Sly Dog Construction, or his dad owns Sly in there. You know, he works for him, and they're gonna, try to get us a building plan, man. We're gonna look into really having like a dream studio, like an off-site. We'll be doing music production, the whole nine. Have a green screen room for skits, and like have a podcast room specifically for podcasts. Like we're trying to get it all. So like we're trying to do local promotion. I mean, that's what I was saying about with your logos and stuff like that. Like I'd like to do like a shirt eventually where like in the next couple months, I have a lot of stuff going on. Like we have a lot of rappers and a lot of like I have a guy who used to be on Nitro Circus. He's gonna come on the rally team. He's gonna come on and talk, and like I'm gonna kind of get everybody that's doing their promotional thing. I'm gonna have a couple more rappers come on, and I would like to do a shirt where like we did our logo and we did like everybody's logo. I'd like to do a shirt. We could throw your fucking like your logo, your Indian head, throw like BAM's, tag, like everything, dude. Just anybody's, anything, something that would represent, whatever everybody's doing, and just do one huge collab shirt, dude. And just fucking, because I always see collab shirts. I'm like, we could just fucking do one for Hot Springs, whatever. You know what I mean? It'd be dope as shit, man.
Definitely kind of fit in own style, like a 90s style shirt almost.
Yeah.
If we're into that, like, be dope.
I think it'd be awesome. So that's kind of something we're looking into with the merchandise as well.
Oh, yeah.
Like I said, I think it's big things are in store, man. I think you know what I mean. We've got, man. We have it's been crazy. Like residually, we've had about 100 downloads a podcast. Our videos on Facebook are catching. We have 3 or 4 that are like 700 views. I mean, we have a lot of stuff going, man. We're trying to just capitalize and just keep moving. Anything that you want to cover, just while we're.
I'll kind of like brush up on the event a little bit.
Absolutely.
It's coming up.
PS4 before we get out of here.
PS4 is gonna be dope.
6 days, dude. So I'm actually today. I kind of entered the. I ain't been nervous at all, but like. Kind of getting the chills a little bit today. I'm saying, okay, it's getting close. I told my homies today. I was like, man, with the boys. I'm strapping up and going to war this coming up Saturday. But yeah, man, here in Hot Springs Convention Center, if people don't got their tickets today, man, they absolutely need to cop them. I'd hate
I'm excited.
They're gonna have tickets at the door, man, but like it's gonna be. I would hate to like get random seats. You know what I'm saying? I like to hand pick my seats.
Yeah.
But it's gonna be awesome, dude. We got 6 teammates fighting here and off the chain. We've all been grinding, man, pushing each other. I think this is the hardest I think I've ever seen any of them boys train, dude. Like,
Exciting.
you know what I'm saying? And it's gonna be a good show. You can drink at the convention center. First time it's been back, and this is the 9th year. This is 9 years almost as MMA have been here. To the Lake Point, it was the last time. What was that?
I remember that.
2009, 2010.
That was a long time.
That was
ago.
crazy, dude.
Yeah.
That was a long time.
We were in high school still.
Yeah. I remember.
I think we were like, we were probably. I was probably a senior. Yeah. I think I was probably a senior. Wow.
If you guys get a chance, dude, coming up Friday, I'm not gonna say for sure. I'll find out next couple of days, but I'm pretty sure the weigh-ins are gonna be at my sponsor, Bogies. So,
oh hell yeah, dude!
Hanging out, chilling.
Most definitely.
We meet Alex that night.
Oh hell yeah,
So
yeah. Yeah, that's right. Weigh-ins. I forgot about weigh-ins. We bought a calendar, but I haven't read anything down. I guess real quick covering PF4, we're gonna be there for sure, most definitely. That's why I bought this because I got my new phone coming in tomorrow, and this is a selfie light. Okay, it's supposed to be all the big vloggers have them, so now we have one. We're gonna go live from my new phone. We're gonna be doing some live stuff, and we're gonna have we have a video camera and all that stuff. We're gonna be doing, I'm not really sure what the fuck we're gonna be doing. It's our first event ever, so we're just gonna kind of get in there and feel it out. I'm gonna be drinking. You know what I mean?
Cool.
Fucking
Cool, dude.
I'm not really sure. Like, what is usually like the setup? Like, what is your schedule usually like? Like, a day of the fights. Like, what would you?
Man, so actually, quick rundown of my week. Hard training's over with. It's time now to sweat the rest of this weight out. Go through techniques.
Yeah, you don't want to overtrain.
Yeah, for sure. Kind of rest up 100% this week. Man, also, dude, really, really focus on game plans, attacks.
Yeah.
Last time I just went in there, I was throwing. Totally reminds me this time, man. I'm setting up attacks. I'm seeing what I can do from the attacks. You know what I'm saying? Tomorrow I'm seeing a chiropractor. Finally, dude. I'm pretty sure I got a pinched sciatic nerve.
Yeah.
It really fucks with me. Excuse my language.
No,
Especially standing working all day, dude. Sucks.
Yeah.
Tomorrow I'm getting that lined out. Be good for the week. Friday, I'm either gonna wait. I want to do the day of the fight. I'm getting a full body massage, fully relaxed. So.
Yeah. I'm not the kind of guy that can ever get a massage. I just can't. I feel like I'd be like, all right, I'm done.
Man, I get beat up so much. Like, I can't wait for it.
I'd love it.
I feel
to get a massage. Have you been to chiropractor?
Never, dude.
I want to go to a chiropractor.
It's overdue, bro. My back's been hurting for a year and a half.
Yeah, dude.
I'm done for not doing it.
Sometimes I'll be on Facebook and it'll come to those chiropractor videos and it'll be like 10 minutes long and I'll sit there and watch them like they're porn, dude. They'll be cracking their back and I'm like, man, that looks like it feels so good.
I can't wait tomorrow. I can't wait.
Oh, fuck.
That's why y'all see me doing this. Like, I'll be squaring on my back, be kind of hurt, and I'm like,
Oh, yeah, that's me, because I'll be sitting in this chair doing so much work. Like,
the neck ones don't look very good to me. I don't really want somebody to snap my neck real fast, but the ones where they like on their back.
Okay.
We are still trying to find Chad. Like,
Chad,
good God.
rollerblading
We are
Chad.
rollerblading Chad. Where the fuck? If you guys go give that a like and a fucking share, we can maybe find Chad one day. Like I was saying in the live stream the other day, my dream is me, Max, Brenner, and Chad in rollerblades on Central Avenue, stopping all 2 lanes of traffic. Not just the one, both lanes of traffic.
That'd be a great live video.
Oh man, I'm telling you. We were talking about just like having meet up with us. Like,
wear a
rollerblade,
disguise
and all of a sudden there was like
or
200
something,
people with
like
rollerblades.
I'm actually really cold at rollerblading. I grew up doing that shit, man.
Yeah, I think I had a pair in. So, I guess shout out your sponsors, man. Shout out who's sponsoring.
Man, I got a lot here lately, dude. I'll start off with. I kind of show off my shorts a little bit.
Check those out, dude.
So these are my official fight shorts for the fight coming up. You'll see all my sponsors on here. Actually, so I work downtown, man. I work for Mackenzie Simon. Went to school with her, Lake Hamilton. Really, really awesome
That's
girl.
Fat Bottom Girls. Shout out.
She owns Fat Bottom Girls, and
that place changed my fucking life.
Dude, their
Oh
cupcakes
my
are good.
God.
I work for her at the cupcake shop. You know what I'm saying? I work there every day.
Oh, the cupcake.
Cupcake. So it's cool to have my job sponsor me. Have her mom sponsor me. her dad sponsoring me. Evil O, Evil O Oil and Vinegars.
Oh, okay, yeah.
So he sponsors me. I got Bath.
That's here. That's Hot
That's
Springs.
Hot Springs, yes,
I
sir.
had no
They sell the
idea.
big green eggs.
Yeah,
So,
yeah. I had no idea that was Hot Springs.
I got them. I got Bathhouse Soapery. I got Boogie's Bar and Grill after party after the fight. It's gonna be really cool. I got
Shout out Max.
dude.
Yeah,
mine. You know what?
I
Let's,
got VIP tables
Yeah.
here, so it's gonna be a fun deal, dude.
that's his people. They might watch this. Let's
Heck
not.
yeah.
Let's not talk about boogies. Let's just leave that alone.
Yeah, they're up all over their parking lot for New Year's too.
Yeah.
Also gotta thank Jack Knife, dude. He's shaving me up for the fight.
Oh,
man.
man.
Oh, yeah.
Shout out
Slick.
Jack Knife.
Gonna
For
cut me
sure.
up. And New Age Hemp, dude, they've been literally my lifesaver with the CBD.
Oh,
I haven't
yeah.
been on CBD until I met with Lee Campbell, dude. He's an awesome dude. Only CBD in Hot Springs. It's legitly made in Hot Springs.
Yeah.
So
That's dope.
I was a big fan of CBD. I had never really used it before, and then I got a hold of some, and it was different in a sense of like, 'cause it doesn't get you high, but because I have anxiety, you know what I mean?
Oh, yeah.
Not like crazy, but I get real anxious and real
For sure,
up,
me too.
up, but and when you take CBD, man, there's like a calm, you know what I mean?
Absolutely.
It's just like a
Relaxes.
You're
your
just-
muscles and
man, not to
everything.
get all like super weird and personal, but like y'all, I don't know if you guys really knew me back in 2015 when I was throwing parties and everything like that.
Yeah.
Like,
Definitely heard about you.
You know, I was
Like
really well
anybody didn't
known.
hear
Like,
about you.
Yeah.
I used to love being center of attention. When I got out, was secluded from everybody. Dude, it made me so weird. It made me like get around people and like shake, like, oh my god, this is freaking me out.
yeah.
Mm.
So CBD tremendously helped me with
That's
that.
dope.
And before I started working for Mackenzie Simon, like I ain't been working in like a long time. Like I was working in the factory, so not around a lot of people.
Yeah.
Being downtown every day, man, is like awesome. Communication skills,
Yeah,
my
yeah.
anxiety a little bit out the window. So
Yeah.
Constantly.
That's why we started the podcast.
heck yeah.
They were like, "You got phenomenal people skills." I was like, "Yeah, man,
Heck yeah.
I'm pretty fucking good at it."
Oh yeah, before I forget, I gotta thank Priceless Cutie Boutique for actually putting these things together.
Yeah,
She hooked it
that
up,
is-
bro. She put
that
my-
is cool.
She put
That
my
is really
nickname
dope.
on the side, Nasty Native.
Yeah, that's a dope
Dude,
name,
That is
too.
cool.
Actually,
I wanted to ask you about that. What native? What
so
I guess tribe?
I'm Fort Sill Apache. Short story, man. Actually,
No way.
dude, I found out I was Native American when I was 9 years old,
Mhm.
and my grandpa was like, your dad's side of the family gets paid tons of money every month for this.
Yeah.
Dude, it took me 7 years till I was 18. My grandpa DNA test, all this to finally prove that I was his son. I got back paid about $13,000, and
Yeah.
each month now I get like about a couple thousand.
That's dope, though. That's really
It's
cool.
nice, dude. They pay for my books and tuition,
Mm-hmm.
Oh, yeah.
and so like that's kind of where I got the name, man.
Dude, at least you're doing something fucking positive.
Positive,
you know what
yeah.
I mean? God,
Yeah.
at least you're not like blowing it on dumb.
Oh,
Man,
yeah.
I know somebody who gets a lot of money. I think they probably get more than you. You just said a couple. They
Oh,
definitely
yeah.
get more than a couple
Oh,
every
yeah.
month, and they are a transient.
Oh, wow.
They are a transient,
Wow.
and I don't understand. I don't get it.
Yeah.
I don't understand. You know what I mean? It's like God, if you get free money, you got to do something positive
Yeah,
with
sure.
it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's like, and you're dedicating your time to training, and at
Absolutely.
least you're working a job. It's not like you're taking shit for granted. You know,
Oh,
it's,
yeah. I got to get all the money I can, man.
Exactly.
Yeah, you're pursuing something you're really
Yeah.
passionate about. That's really fucking.
And see,
cool.
like, the nickname, dude, like, this kind of spoke to me, dude, when I was training, fighting last. When I was fighting, they kind of just gave me the Apache boy. Didn't like it. I was like, I didn't ask for it, you know what to do.
Yeah.
And as I was training and everything, a couple people were like, man, for your size, you're nasty with your hands. Why don't you call yourself Nasty Native? And I was
That's
It
pretty
sounds
dope.
good.
I was like, okay, I like that.
It's catchy.
pretty-
And
cool.
I got wait till y'all see my walk outfit. So
That's
sick.
dope.
Yeah.
I got a custom made headdress and
Yeah.
headdress is
Yeah.
two styles, so it's gonna be really, really beautiful. And the reason I'm a Nasty Native is I wear a mask every time.
Yeah.
So I'm wearing my favorite horror mask ever. So
it's a terrible idea. I was going to say we should rock your merch at the show, but we definitely should be non-biased.
Yeah, we're supposed to be covering the whole show.
Yeah, we should definitely be non-biased. But we should definitely get some merch, dude, because
for sure.
Yeah.
what I eventually would like to do is like I want to talk to Bam about merch and do all that stuff. I would like to eventually get enough merch to where like I can just wear our official merch all the time.
Oh,
Like
yeah.
Adam 22, he uses his shit as like a platform to promote. He's always wearing his own shit, his
Oh,
own
yeah.
hats, his own clothes.
That's what I'm doing from now on, dude.
That's what I'm saying.
Mhm.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah, you're
Smart.
doing it
It's
right
good
now.
marketing,
Exactly.
yeah.
That's why I was so like doing. I got these shirts. It turned out like I had to put a lot of money down, but like at the same time, I'm like, okay, I'm like a couple $100. But it's not even about that. It's about getting my name out, my
Mhm.
logo.
That's what
Yeah.
we're at.
and
It's
when I talk to when I'm
having to put like $400 down, it's kind of like it's an investment.
It is.
So
It's
worth
an
it, too.
investment.
And
You
when
have to.
I spoke
yeah.
to Miss Davis that owns the Priceless Cuties Boutique, man. I went back. I said, look, I said 2020 is a new year for me. You know, I want to make money any possible way. I said, each season, each summer, spring, I'm gonna come and get like headbands with
Yeah.
my name on it. I want to get jumpsuits with OTC Fighter, Cody on it.
yeah.
Dude, I want to promote myself, promote the team. Like I've really grown close with like off the chain MMA lately,
Yeah.
so I want to help promote them as well.
Like our friend Joey, I think trained up there maybe.
Little man.
No, Joey Grieve.
To agree. Okay, yeah.
He's a Mexican guy.
Yeah, Mexican guy.
Yeah, yeah. He trained. He introduced me to Solo
Yeah.
Hadley. That's how I met her.
Solo's
I
cool
don't. I haven't met Hadley, but he hooked us up. Yeah. That's what I'm saying. He said OTC. I didn't know that.
Actually, when I left Barking Beauties, man, I was cutting Solos and Hadley's dogs' nails there for a long time.
Oh, okay.
I got too wrapped up, and I couldn't really come to them no more with my vehicles.
That's crazy.
Heck yeah.
Well, shit, man. Thank you for coming on. I guess we covered. You guys go check out the weekly podcast number 6. We covered politics. I know you guys will fucking love that.
Yeah,
you guys can really get into all my awful Democratic views. If you guys haven't, go check out Bam's new album, Vibes. iTunes, the link is on our Facebook. I'll try to drop it in the Discord. Chauncey the Machine Foxworth interview has been moved. We're going to do it after the fight. As always, you guys, thanks for tuning in. If you guys have any questions, comments, feedback, or you just want to holler at me, just hit my inbox. Thank you guys for tuning in. Hope you guys have a wonderful night. Thank you, Cody, for tuning in.
Yes,
We'll try to get you back in after the fight. Obviously,
for sure.
we're at the same city. We can do it again.
Yeah.
Thank you guys for tuning in. Everybody have a good night.